Hi guys, and welcome back to Lazy May's Country Kitchen. I got another wonderful quick recipe for you. I've had a headache today, so I'm just doing something simple and quick. I mean, it's been a bad headache. And I don't know what to call this either, so I guess you'll just have to decide for yourself. Let's see. Let me find my chili powder. But anyway, I've just got this in my Instapot on the sear setting. Alrighty guys, all we're going to do, this is 1 pound of hamburger. And I've got my lovely mashing up tool. And I'm just going to mash this up into small stuff. But this is something that I come up with also that I've been making for, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years. We are going to be using some hamburger helper chili stuff again in this. But it's going to be like, sort of like a taco salad. But it is really, really good, I'm telling you. It's awesome. Alrighty. Okay, now let's get some stuff in here, and I'm going to put just a little bit of roasted garlic, probably about a teaspoon. I'm not going to be putting much of anything in here because I'm using the hamburger helper chili. And I'm going to be putting about the same amount of salt. Like I said, I ain't putting a whole lot. I mean, I'll add a little bit more chili powder. And then I'm going to be using some onion powder. And I'll use about a half a tablespoon of the onion powder. Onion's always good. And I'm going to probably use about a tablespoon of the good old chili powder. Alrighty, the only thing I'm going to do is just let this sit here and cook, and as soon as it gets cooked, I'll bring you right back and I'll show you what else we're going to do, because this recipe don't take but about 15 minutes to cook. Well, you know what? This just cooking fast. Alrighty, I'm going to let this sit here and cook just a minute, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. The next thing that we're going to put in here is some, boys, that's steaming up. Some good old El Paso refried beans. So I just dumped the whole can in there. And I'm going to let it warm up. I'm going to add just a tad bit of water because we'll have to add some anyway. I'm going to mash this up so it can be warming up. in here with the hamburger. And I'm going to go get the seasoning packet out of my hamburger helper. Guys, I'm sorry. My head's been hurting me so bad. I'm having trouble thinking tonight. So you're just going to have to bear with me. I'm sorry. But just mix that up real good and let it warm. And I'll be right back as soon as I get my seasonings and stuff opened. Alrighty guys, this is the kind of hamburger helper that you want to get, the chili hamburger helper. This is really good on its own, but with refried beans in it, oh, it's yum yum. I want me some. But this is the little seasoning packet that we're going to put in there. And all of that is in there. Sorry, my water faucet still talks to me sometimes, even though I don't want to hear it. But I'm going to add a little bit of water. And let's just pour it in here because we're going to have to add some for our noodles anyway. But there's all that. And I'm going to switch my spoons up. But I'm going to let that sit there for just a second. Well, I need to add my water because that is hot. Alrighty, that was 1 cup or 1 can of the water plus just a tad, but it was a can. The refried bean can, sorry. Now I'm just going to pour my macaroni in there. And you don't want this to be real juicy because you're going to be putting it over lettuce. So now all we're going to do is there's 13 minutes left on my sear timer on my Instapot. So I'm just going to let it sit there. I'm going to put my lid on. And I'm going to turn this to lock it so it's locked and loaded and ready to go. So as soon as this gets done, I'll bring you guys back and show you what we're going to be doing. Alrighty guys, this is done. And I'm sorry for the steam on the camera, but see how good and thick it is? And I just let it sit here for the 13 minutes and then naturally release. And this is what it's going on. Put you a bit of lettuce on there. And put this on top of it. Just like so. Then put you some cheese on the top of that. And I'm going to put some tomato and onion on mine. And I'll put some onion on this for Glenn. But he can't have tomatoes because of the diverticulitis, but he can have all this. And I'm telling y'all, this is good, and I've been making it for several years. But this is what it'll look like. And we'll get Glenn or Mr. Lazy to give it a taste test and see what he thinks about it. Alrighty guys, Mr. Lazy's giving it a whirl. He covered the stuff up with his chips. If you put them on the bottom, it'll get your chips soggy, but the top, they stay good and crunchy. So that's the way I do mine. But I'll have me some maters on it, but he can't have them.
Some people like them when they're under there and get soggy.
So what you think about it? Is it yum?
Doing a rush.
Is it yum yum? I want me some. Alrighty, guys. There you have it from Mr. Lazy himself. He likes it. He eats it all the time. But if you're in a hurry, it's real simple and real easy. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.